G home internet. Bet Arena's LSU Tigers, the number 6 seed in the conference. Full day and a second day total of 5 here in Fayetteville. A&M, South Carolina, Alabama.
Some bunches didn't quite look herself, but she was a big presence still in the LSU order. But since it was on, get this start for LSU. Head coach and pitching coach for LSU, Beth Tarina, has.
Traxel Paige Smith has provided a lot of power, batting third and playing first. Fourth in the RPI, number 5 strength of schedule in the country. So they are.
Field.
Lassiter loops one to left. That's Savannah Stewart, the LSU left fielder, for the game's first out.
That drop ball, to your point, Kevin, which she pitched against Ole Miss, was a pitch that she threw often again.
376 on base for Ole Miss. Little dribbler here, and Berzon will field her position cleanly.
Yeah, that's that drop ball down the zone.
4th in Ole Miss history with her 31 home runs. Smith down looking. The movement, the command, sharp for Sydney Berzon in her first SEC turn.
Sure, in the SEC, getting a start here for Ole Miss. Coaching staff has a ton of confidence.
490 on base percentage to lead LSU. 32 wear down pitchers. And Coffey takes 4 balls, so Caitlin Riley trying to get the bottom of the zone and couldn't get it. Allie Newland, the SEC Player of the Week, batting 5th. And you also see the letter L quite a bit in there in the bullpen. Here's a bunt laid down by Briggs. Sacrifice bunt will advance Coffey to second after a 4th slapper. And was in there so LSU could have her defense again. And Pleasant sends a sky-high fly to center. Jayla Lassiter has the second out. And now the only right-hander in LSU's lineup, Georgia Clark. And Clark into left center field. That's fading quickly for a base hit. Coffey waved around third, and she will beat the throw she sees in this year's SEC tournament.
Yeah, she is an RB, all of it, but she gets enough of it. She's such a powerful hitter, able to lift that pitch to the outfield. A strong throw by Lassiter. Out.
Well, here's the reigning Player of the Week in the conference. And Newland hits a ground ball off the glove of the shortstop, Alley. Michaela Alley Houston for LSU. 17 extra base hits. Lead the Tigers. And a strikeout against a lefty here. So Ole Miss works around the 2-out error, but LSU.
Through that 4th game and said, look, I can't hit, but I can do what I can do, and I want to be in position.
Number 3 is down.
Kayla Kamoku strikes out. The throw completed by Newland. And Sydney Berzon's retired the first 4. Injected a real winning mentality into this program. 5th-year senior. That's a ground ball. It sneaks under the glove of Pleasance. And Savannah Sykes is the first base runner for Ole Miss. Went 8-16 in league play. Alley chases strike 3. Newland's throw is late. Sydney Berzon's last 3 outs.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
She sure did in that inning with 3 swinging strikeouts. And Berzon season, Oklahoma State. 3-year starter, 130. A pop-up from Petty into right. Who's going to get it? It will be Brooke Bernard making just her.
Inning, 5 of the 6 swung at the first pitch. And just on this season as a team, they only swung.
Gutierrez, short left field. And another routine fly. This is Tate Whitley for the second out.
Come all the way to Fayetteville to play the same team that you played just a few days ago. Everybody has notes, talks to them in between innings.
That's slapped into short center field. It falls in front of Lassiter. And Savannah Stewart does
less a pitcher call the game like that from the circle. So it's so unique to me. And notice
Coffey into left field, sinking into the glove of Whitley, and 3 air outs for Riley in a second. After 3
different speeds so far in this game, 21 drop balls that she's thrown. Half of the time she's down pitch. When you watch film against her, is really her best pitch. That
That's to third base, kicks off of Coffee, and Pleasant's throw will be late. Duck away, and here goes Brady all the way to third, and the ball is not caught there. Bernard chases strike three. Fifth strikeout. One time a double and a triple against LSU in the series earlier this. That's slowly hit to short. Pleasant's going to go to the plate. She throws it away. Lassiter on her way to second, and all errors in that game. The only win for Ole Miss in a series. Another bunt drop down. They'll test him again, and Berzon has no play. Berzon just stopped paying attention. Now Lassiter's going to score. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a play at third, and Whitley will.
Runner is scoring. Tate Whitley going to be called out at third base, communicating on defense.
That's a fair ball to third, Coffee. And this nightmare defensive inning for. I'm inspired by Courtney, is what I am.
You might have a future.
It up. Slap to third. Sykes is right there to get Briggs. That's popped up. And that's the shortstop alley, and Pleasance is 0 for 2. For Caitlin Riley looking for a quick one against 2, 3, and 4. And she is going to get it. Schools. A ground ball back to Berzon, and LSU a little bit better to start this inning defensively after the 2-error and Worcester. Give me one quick thing you're looking for, South Carolina A&M. That's to third and Coffee. 2 quick outs for Sydney Berzon. At a 6-pitch inning, this will be the 6th pitch of the 4th. And it's not going to end it doesn't look like, as Alley smashes one off the wall, and Michaela Alley will take one. Ainsley Ferber struck out, and a drop 3 on base. And she'll chase this one, and Newland applies a tag. 6th strikeout for Berzon. She throws a
Georgia last weekend were significant.
Allie Newland drops it into left field, leadoff base hit. And for the first time since the first hit is not the RPI. That's their seed in SEC play. Given everything you've seen, and given how unusual it is to be 6th in the RPI, but only be 6th in your conference, as Rudity flies out.
Yeah.
That ball's drilled by Petty, right center field. It's going to hang up there for Lassiter. And Carly Petty is 0 for the game down. It may not always be a work of art, but it is effective.
Riley being out at the beginning of the season.
Gutierrez to first. That ball stays fair. She's retired by Smith, and Caitlin Riley. Alabama won it at home in 2021. Arkansas trying their title defense tomorrow. Lexi Brady out to center field, and Briggs puts her away. Another quick out for Sydney Berzon, who combination to bring her in. Bernard loops one. That's a fair ball. Hooking right inside the line, and Brooke. A ball game which was brutally effective in the 3rd.
Confidence.
And said every player, every coach, every staff member had a big fall, and they just never got into a consistent rhythm early as Lassiter grounds in. Oh, there goes Lassiter on a delayed steal, and she is safe. Jayla Lassiter with her team high. Easy confidence, maybe. A ground ball off the glove of Berzon here. Lassiter's going to try to score again. She does. Lassiter just never stopped. Once again, LSU didn't.
It's off of Berzon's glove. Would have been an out for Carly Petty, but Tate Whitley is a slapper, puts the ball on the ground, makes things.
And here's Paige Smith. Smith into right field. That ball is going to be caught by Rudity. Saved a run after. A little ground ball here. Riley. And safe to call at first. So third time through for LSU. How would you expect them?
Hitters at bat.
Coffee puts it in the air to left. That's a fair ball reeled in by Whitley, and Stewart retreats.
Out there, no matter the situation, she's tough.
Gets a ground ball here, softly hit, no play on Briggs. Sykes through behind at second. Stewart, Taylor Pleasance representing the go-ahead run. A 4-15 hitter. And Pleasance drills one into center field. Lassiter didn't come close. And start the merry-go-round. Stewart is home. Briggs will score. LSU.
Taylor Pleasance had pine drive to find that gap past a fast Jayla Lassiter, who was shaded more toward the right side of the field, playing Taylor Pleasance as a pull with more confidence, with her not only in the defensive lineup holding down the shortstop position.
So that one not close. That was about as intentional as an unintentional walk can be. Georgia Clark, 7 for 10 in a series against Georgia.
Making moves.
Newland pops it up into left. Whitley is there. Sunglasses on with his son trying in games. On the ground to second base should be routine, and is for Kamoku. LSU ties it up.
I have a side note question actually about the slappers here for Kayla.
The 5-6 hole really efficiently too, which I love. I think pulling the ball as a slapper isn't what you want to do. I think you want to really go opposite.
And we'll just sleep at the field. We'll be back here for 10 a.m. tomorrow. We will see the SC counts now for Berzon. And that's a hit by pitch up and into Plunk Sykes, who is hit for the 8th. Alley to third. Coffee to second. Coffee out there. Eddie shows the ball just in time.
Hey, you guys see it. Let's go, baby. Hey, you two see it. Let's go, baby.
Into right from Furbush on the line, and Rudity is there. LSU tight. Batting against Ainsley Furbush. Caitlin Riley went 4 1/3, gave up 6. And Petty will try to snap it with a bunt, and Furbush will make that an 0 for 18.
Made it look easy.
The look is Furbush than Riley for LSU.
Yeah, it was a good time to bring her in.
In the air from Gutierrez. Alley retires her for out. Looks like Savannah Stewart, when she leaves the box, going to wander into the. Stewart flares one out to center field, and Lassiter's got it on the run. Jayla Lassiter.
Amanda?
Thank you. I want to know who made the light bright say Ole Miss.
Her only job of the day. That is off the end of the bat. Lexi Brady, that's the gapper. The 8-hitter Brady sparking. 9th in strikeouts, 57 and 28 career. Her one of a bunt on the season. Again, she hasn't played much, but when she does, she's effective. She'll square, she'll pull, she'll swing, she'll miss. A cave for Kilponen. She does not have a hit, and yet it feels like Ole Miss is getting older. Lassiter lashes it to left and right at Stewart. That would. Bunt single in the game. And a ground ball to short. Taylor Pleasance to first, and that's the inning. Runner at second, nobody out.
I think
Furbush in relief, man, looking very good.
she is, and I think that if you're LSU.
Slap to short, got to be quick, and it is from Allen. Coffee 0 for 3 with a walk. She's been largely.
In the here and now, it's going to be Vestal against Clark, who's singled in a run at second, 2 down. Clark pops it up. This should do it. Whitley and Lassiter. Lassiter's there. And Kamoku and Sykes against Allie Kilponen, who in the air from Smith in the glove of Briggs.
I'm sure
Sykes to second and Petty. Before we go to the bottom of the eighth, Dari, how you guys has re-entered. So Vestal, you mentioned the 5, 6, 7 hitters for LSU. None of your. And that's in the left from Newland. Foul territory. Tate Whitley chasing it and makes the catch. Rudy 0 for 3 today. He's driven in a run in 4
to know for sure about Mississippi State.
Rudy left center field. That's hit the other way with power, and Whitley tracks it down. Right in. 3-2 for Petty. In the air center field. 7 not enough. 8 was not enough.
Likely that Skylar Wallace will get SEC Player of the Year, and she steps up big for them. So
He didn't think they necessarily would be. He thought they'd have to win games with their bats, which is the last thing you expect to hear from Tim Walton. Michaela Alley against Allie Kilponen, and Allie beats Allie for out number 1.
we're going to be able to have him in the postseason. Took him out for a couple years.
That was like eliminating the dunk in college basketball. You can't take the props out of it. Since the start of SEC play, reached on an error, scored a run. To the left side, and Brady's got another hit. She stays locked in, and she's 2 for 4.
It's a really good point. Very strange that we haven't seen.
Orman, center field. That's a base hit. And a pretty good button push by Jamie. Peptorina's in a circle for a visit. Can she come through in the ninth? Nope. It's Kilponen. Cool as a cucumber. Striding off the mound. So LSU's going to bring in a right-handed hitter, Michaela Walker. Off the glove of the pitcher. Kicks to Alley. It's short, and she throws out Walker. Vanna Stewart searching for her first 3-hit game. Oh, look at this!
The balls that LSU has hit hard has just been right at him.
Left field for Coffey, and Whitley gets her glove on another. How about double?
P-Dub.
Here's a little flare in the left. Tate Whitley leads off the 10th with an Ole Miss base hit, and Ole Miss trying to use the power of...
Be determined if they'll be executing the Queen's Gambit.
Smith down the line. That's off the top of the wall and over. Beat checkmate. Paige Smith makes it 5-3. And just in time for Ole Miss.
Allie Kilponen trying to work this pitch in on her hands, and Paige Smith is able to get her barrel there. We have seen so many fly balls hit the top of a battle, but this team is battle tested.
Into right, that ball is lined at Rudy.
And you can tell, it looks to me, I've not been...
Understand what it's like unless you go through some real adversity. They train hard. Chop to short, Pleasance plays the hop. And just in time to get Sykes. Michaela Alley with a double. Off the end of the bat, right center. LSU's got Briggs, Pleasance, and Clark coming up. But Ainsley Furbush has said no problem with this or... Briggs left field, hit hard, hit right at Tate Whitley.
You know, I have a 3-person...
Popped up by Pleasance. And of course, it's Whitley again. But she cannot tie it here. She can only... So 3-0. And Clark takes ball 4. Just about the last thing you want your pitcher to do. 1-1 from Furbush. Into center field. Lassiter makes the play. A spectacular finish. Who defended their hearts out and win 5-3 as an 11 seed taking down. Outs recorded in this game were either caught by Lassiter or Whitley, a few spectacularly, and it will be Ole Miss.